Hi Pisces, I'm here with your love reading. Hope you're good. Welcome, thanks for joining me. Okay Pisces, so also this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and cross watchers as well. Obviously take what resonates, it won't resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate, that means this reading's not for you. Maybe the next one will be for you. Okay. Okay. Check your Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay. So, really going to tune into my eyes and tune into the cards as well. The love messages for Pisces. What are the love messages for Pisces? What are the love messages for Pisces? What are the love messages for Pisces? Love messages for Pisces. Love messages for Pisces. What are the love messages for Pisces? Okay. Ace of Swords. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So you could be seeking victory and truth and clarity from someone, Pisces, or somebody wants to bring that to you, you know, truth and clarity, you know, making a decision here, you know, seeking victory, could be a little bit of fear. And more on this Ace of Swords, this is about gaining perspective as well, and this is feeling inspired, and you know, this is also, you know, when you've got your thinking cap on, yeah, thinking cap on, like I said, decision making. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Looks like you could be going through changes. Pisces, could be going through changes. You're hoping things will go in your favour. There'll be a breakthrough, there'll be a turnaround. Could be a fate and destiny thing here as well. Knight of Cups. That's your energy. Doesn't have to be. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign that's coming towards you. Yeah. Maybe there's another Pisces, a fellow water sign that wants to come in with a love offer. Okay. Okay. So it looks like you've got a water sign, Pisces, coming towards you. And it looks like you want to go towards someone as well. That's what I feel here. Okay, the Lovers, Gemini energy. Okay. I think things are going to turn around here. Yeah. There's going to be a breakthrough. That's what I feel. Things are going to turn around here. If that's what you're hoping. Pisces. Okay. Okay. Come on, it's Lovers. If you're hoping for a second chance with someone, I think that's very possible here with this Wheel of Fortune. Okay. But because there's water energy there, I do feel it's you, Pisces. So you could have someone coming towards you, and you could want to go towards them with a love offer, right? So again, choices, decisions, okay? Someone could have been dealing with more than one person, okay? So we've got this romantic Knight of Cups here, again, passionate, fiery, affectionate, loving, romantic, and a daydreamer. Likes to travel, coming in here with his love offer, his cup of love. So there's going to be another opportunity here. That's what I feel. There's truth and clarity coming in here. Yep. Someone's coming in here. There's going to be victory. With this Lovers card as well. Somebody wants to reach a compromise with you. Or vice versa. That somebody wants to, you know, sort things out, reach some sort of peaceful resolution, and you know, or someone could have their guard up here as well. Pisces, it could be who you're dealing with. Maybe they've got their guard up, maybe, you know, someone doesn't trust someone. Okay. Could be a little bit of fear. My hair's caught. Okay. There could be a little bit of fear here, Pisces, because the throat chakra, the throat chakra just closed off. Okay. I'm getting a bit confused. Is somebody confused here? A star. Okay, divine faith, hope. Someone's quite spiritual here. You've got quite a spiritual bond with someone. That's what I feel. Star card is hope, wish fulfillment, renewal. There's gonna be a turnaround here. So somebody was a little bit resistant in the past, which I think they were. You know, they're finally going to stop running and they're not going to resist anymore. And someone wants to renew something with someone. That's what I feel. Yeah, rekindle something. Someone could be going for a healing as well. They might want to heal a connection with someone. Yeah. Could be dealing with Aquarius. Okay. Okay. Anyone on the star? Someone wants to heal a connection. That's what I feel. Yeah, somebody wants to heal a connection. Are you dealing with someone that was sort of in and out, in and out, in and out? I'm getting a sort of backwards and forwards type energy. So we've got the Knight of Swords, again air energy, and again fast, travelling, passionate, you know, and he's quite fiery as well, and big on travelling. And so with some of you, vice versa, there's very fast communication coming in. This person's very nervous with some of you, so they might need to sort of release a bit of that fear, because I was stuttery just then. Is there a bit confused, bit confused, you know, bit confused. This person's nervous. Yep, this person's nervous. They need to release a bit of fear and confusion, because they're a bit sort of you know, like nervous, indecisive, all over the place. Because I just stuttered quite a bit, I couldn't get my words out. Anywhere in this Knight of Swords could have an air sign coming in, but I do feel it's all the same person, because this Knight of Cups has got the cup, he's got the love offer there, you know. And I do feel it could be dealing with a Leo. Yeah. Just finding that sort of strength and courage, you know, to reach out to someone and tell them how you feel. It's quite hard, isn't it, with the Strength card? And someone here might have had to go through obstacles, challenges, you know, fears. You know, they had to heal, recharge their batteries from something, gain clarity in a situation. If somebody stayed in a third-party situation, it could have been just lust, desire, and they needed to gain clarity. You know, it opens up your eyes to things. It puts things in perspective to what's most important to you. And again, what's brought you back together with this person is fate and destiny. Okay, this is similar to Libra's reading. So you could be dealing with an air sign. There's air energy here. You know, and I do feel that you have a strong bond with someone here. You know, their feelings for you are very strong, and it overwhelms them. You know. With the resilience and the self-control and the confidence, you know, confidence. Person's quite nervous, and they do a lot of thinking here as well, with this Two of Wands. So again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So Pisces, it could be you or it could be who you're dealing with, right? They're doing a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, a lot of preparing, you know, figuring out the correct way to sort of let their guard down, approach, giving into, you know, their creative urges, releasing that fear. Wow. Someone is full of fear. Wow. Fear, confusion, and indecisiveness, right? The Two of Wands is gaining vision, you know, gaining perspective, you know, planning, like I said, strategy. You know, someone's craving togetherness, you know, I want you by my side sort of thing. This is someone that might want to go travelling if you're far away, you know, if it's a long distance thing, you know. Wow, this person is just full of fear. Someone could have their guard up a little bit. That's what I feel. Someone could have been juggling more than one person here. Yeah. I mean, we do get a lot of retrogrades. There's a lot of energy shifting, you know. It changes all the time. It makes you want to declutter, put things in perspective, and I think that's what this person's doing. They're gaining clarity, and they want to give you truth and clarity as well. That's what I feel. This person's very confused. Yeah. There's a lot of confusion, indecisiveness, subconscious fears going on, fears, worry, doubt, quite stuttery, you know, a bit of deception, because they're still sort of harbouring their feelings for you, and they could be closed off, you know, emotionally, and just shut off, and maybe they're sort of withdrawn on social media, you know, maybe they're not on social media, you know, and they're sort of, you know, in two minds, you know, making a decision. Look, a conscious decision. Ace of Swords is about making a decision so that you can be, you know, victory. You want victory. You want clarity in a situation. You want this person to open up and not be so closed off. Don't feed into the fear. Don't feed into the illusion and the ego. Look, somebody wants to reach out. Look, but what gets the better of them is their emotions. It overpowers them. You know, it overwhelms them. It's intense. Their feelings. You could be dealing with a Cancer moon, Pisces moon. Yeah. There's a lot of strength testing going on. You know, I keep hearing perseverance, resilience. That's what I keep hearing. Someone's thinking about you heavily, Pisces, or you're thinking about someone heavily. Okay, somebody wants victory here. 6 of Wands, see? Somebody wants to stand strong and be fearless and just go towards someone here without being a bundle of nerves and stuttering. And the 6 of Wands is victory. It's, you know, it's movement, it's traveling, it's going towards something, feeling confident within yourself. You know, the Strength card is about confidence. Maybe somebody feels lonely. They feel, you know, like they're on their own and they haven't got anyone to talk to right now. You know, just surrounded by so much fear. You know, so with some of you, you're dealing with a passionate, fiery Page of Wands, Sagittarius energy, a young energy, doing a lot of thinking, a lot of planning. There's a lot of thinking going on. Someone struggles to make decisions. Yeah, confused, indecisive. Look, heavily thinking about someone, dreamy. Yeah, there's too much fear, and you could hear it in my voice, guys. Okay, the Page of Wands is someone that wants to communicate, wants to reach out, but doesn't know how. Yeah, they're confused, you know, they're trapped in fear and worry and doubt. This person could, do they have a tendency to be sort of their own worst enemy sort of thing, and that fear, wow, they really do. It's like someone is scared to reach out to someone because they fear that somebody has got other options, is entertaining somebody else. Pisces, yeah, they're giving their attention to someone else because they love his choices and options as well. Yeah, someone fears that someone's got someone else, and that's why they're afraid to reach out. Someone could feel, or someone could be trying to contact someone on the 5D. You've got the 5 of Cups, which is sadness, which is regret. You know, feeling that you've lost someone, you're grieving for someone. You know, it's too late. Yeah. Again, water energy, so you could be feeling sad, indecisive. Okay, because we've got water energy here. You know, someone needs to recharge, get their strength back with this Star card there as well. Okay, so with the 5 of Cups, someone is afraid, they're sad that something is over. Yeah, that's why the Moon card is there. They're trapped in fear and worry and doubt and confusion. That's what it is. They're very indecisive. They can't seem to make up their mind, but what they can't see is that the universe is on their side. Look, they've got another chance here to put things right. Things are turning around, things are on the up. There's changes coming. Look, cycles, ever flowing, choices, decisions to be made. Yeah. So someone is seeking victory here. I do feel with some of you Pisceans, because there's water energy here, it could be your energy here as well, that you're afraid to reach out to someone because you feel that they've got someone else, or that a new person's going to come in. You know, you want to give them truth, clarity, love offer. Yeah, because of the water energy. So with some of you, yes, it will be a mutual connection here. The feelings are mutual, right? So you both could be trying to manifest each other. You're both, you know, wanting to talk to each other. You both want to reach out, but you're afraid. You're afraid. So you're both holding back. Look, you're both withdrawn. You're hiding your feelings. Deception. Because, yeah, someone's not reaching out because someone hasn't got the strength or the courage or the confidence to do that. Yeah, so you're both just hiding at the moment, you know. Five of Cups is regret, sadness, guilty conscience. It's sorrow. See the stuttering? This person's so nervous. Whoever's energy I'm tuning into, you know, they want to strengthen this bond that they've got with someone. That's what I feel here, you know. This person can't see what's going on around them. There could be alcohol dependency, you know, codependent on that. It's clouding their judgment. They can't see straight. It's like they're not acknowledging what's going on. They can't see that there's still hope here to put this right. There's still a chance. You know, there will be victory. Yeah? Someone just feels sad, unfulfilled, you know. Genuine regret, genuine, you know. Oh, where did it go? Hang on a minute, Pisces. Okay, yep. Three of Swords. Yeah, someone's heartbroken. Yep. Someone's heartbroken. Yep. I feel... Okay. Pisces, I feel someone here is heartbroken because they fear, or they feel that something is over. Someone's grieving for someone. They fear, or they feel that they have lost someone and it's too late. That's what I feel with this Three of Swords. There's some sort of emotional, you know, pain going on. There could have been a third party situation. Someone could have put someone in a third party situation. Anyone in this Three of Swords? Someone is afraid to reach out to someone because they're afraid that something is over. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. Someone here feeds into ego and fear too much. Yeah. So if they haven't reached out and communicated yet, that means that they need to release all this. That's why. But with the Star card there and the Wheel of Fortune, that tells me that things are going to turn around. There's still hope here to put this right. Anyone on the Three of Swords? Someone could be going through some sort of tower moment. You know, yes, transition and changes. Because of the Wheel of Fortune there as well. Someone could have struggled with commitment, change, right? So the Tower's just come out. So someone, yes, oh. Someone's come to some sort of painful truth, painful revelation, painful realization, right? A painful lesson, karmic justice, right? And it's caused a bit of shock, right? This person is frozen in fear. That's what I feel. Okay? If it's not you, it will be who you're dealing with. Right? The Tower. See? painful realization. That's what I think. And I feel that if you are waiting to hear from someone, or you know, or vice versa, I feel that whoever is on the receiving end of waiting for that communication, they are going to get a shock. This is similar to Libra's reading, and there is air energy in this reading. I feel that you are going to get a shock because you didn't think that you would hear from this person. Yeah, I feel that with some of you, yeah, it is a mutual thing. Someone is afraid to reach out here because they're afraid that someone has got someone else. That's what I feel. And someone is very regretful about going into a third party situation. And someone got their heart broken. I have to be honest. Someone's had a shock, you know, they've had a tower moment. Okay. Tell me more about this tower and the Three of Swords for Pisces. Tell me more about the tower and the Three of Swords for Pisces. Tower and the Three of Swords. It's like they've had a painful shock to the heart. That's what I feel. Yeah. It could have been who they were involved with. You know, they really did a number on them. They're trying to get away from them. Yeah. Yeah. See, death. Look, Scorpio energy there. Yeah, someone is afraid that something is over. Yep. Yep. Someone doesn't want something to be over. Look. They want to resurrect something or renew something, rekindle something with someone here. Death card. See, they want to rebuild bridges. Someone's definitely going for ascension, transformation and changes. They could have been a bit resistant to change and commitment, right? Again, look. Ah, yes, ego. Could be an ego death. Yep. Yep. Death is only the beginning, see? Death, you know, brings change, and then change, opportunity, see? So this person could be waiting for an opportunity, the right time, you know, to reach out. Yeah, because at the moment they don't feel very sort of confident with some of them, you know, a rebirth. They could be going through a rebirth within themselves. Yeah. With some of you, I feel that you will walk away. If it's you, Pisces, and I think it is, with some of you hanging on to someone, such as an air sign. I don't feel that you want to let them go. Yeah. You don't want it to be over. This is so similar to Libra's reading. Justice. Yep. Oh, yes. Karmic justice going on here. Yes, someone wasn't fair to someone in the past. And like I said, obstacles, challenges, fears, strength testing, lesson learning. You know, we all learn the hard way, don't we? You know. And like I said, just finding that strength to reach out to someone. So I've just pulled the Justice card, you know, and like I said, somebody wants to be fair to someone. Someone wants forgiveness. Somebody wants a second chance. Right? This is Libra. The card of Libra. Yeah? Someone's got their guard up. Someone could have gone through a painful divorce, a painful breakup, a painful separation, right? So you're going through some sort of court battle, yeah? So somebody wants to be fair to someone. Somebody wants justice here, clarity, truth, yeah? A fair hearing, yeah? Someone's got something to say. They want to be fair to someone, right? It's not over yet. There's still hope here, right? They want to bring balance to the situation, you know. They want to situate this properly. They want to take control of this situation, yeah. Removing themselves from that tower, releasing all that fear. Any more on this Justice card for Pisces? Any more on this Justice card for Pisces? Yeah. Yeah. Someone wants to take the leap of faith here, and there is something here that needs to be surrendered. And I'll say it's the fear, right? Because when the Hangman pops up in a reading, yes, it means that you need to change your perspective and look at things differently, but this means that you need to sacrifice something. You know, you're surrendering something. Yeah? You're surrendering to a love connection. You're admitting defeat. You know, for an example, if someone's been running away from this connection for a long time, right? They will keep running away from their feelings, running away from the connection, right? Just full of fear, yeah? And they're finally going to stop running. They're going to stop resisting, you know, resisting change, because that's why you feel stuck, because you're resisting change and you're stuck in cycles that aren't good for you, right? That don't serve you. Your heart's not in it, right? This is someone that's changing their perspectives. Ascension, changes. Look, you know, they're letting go of an old self, an old life, you know, making changes, making sacrifices, making adjustments, you know. Again, they could be in a meditative state, in a sort of Zen mode, yeah. Things are at a standstill, there's delays, yeah, because this person's full of fear. I definitely say that needs to be surrendered, the fear, yeah. Something here needs to end, and I'd say it's the ego death. Fear and ego, release that. And also someone here is craving change, see, so they're making changes. Look, taking the leap of faith, yeah, the Fool, fear of the unknown, see. Don't be afraid, don't be afraid of change, don't resist change, and then you won't feel stuck, yeah. Spontaneous willpower, yeah. Fear of the unknown, look, yeah. Passionate, heart's desires, new beginnings. Someone's craving change and a new beginning, see, and a new start, yeah. Maybe somebody was foolish in the past, but they're coming back to put things right with some of you, yeah. They want to bring justice to the situation, and I strongly feel there needs to be an ego death here, yep. And surrender all that fear. Okay. Any more want to come out? You know, if people are afraid to reach out for help, maybe it's a pride thing, you know. Principles, you know, they feel that they can, you know, fix things on their own. Any more on this Justice and the Hangman? Justice and the Hangman, Pisces. Someone definitely wants to strengthen a bond with someone. That's what I feel. Okay, so the Magician's just popped out, see? So again, if it's not you, it'll be your person. Someone's trying to manifest you. That's what I feel. Manifest you, manifest the connection, manifest someone back into their life. You know, this is being creative. You know, this is embracing your destiny, wish fulfillment. You know, fulfilling your destiny, fulfilling your heart's desires, being creative. The Magician, look, communicating with yourself, talking to the divine, realizing you've got the potential and the skills to be creative, to do this. Willpower, see? Willpower. I can take the leap of faith. I can do this, look. See? This person is stuck on someone, hung up on them, and they won't let them go. Honestly. Ooh. This person's all over the place. Very, very nervous with some of you. All over the place with some of you, yes. They can be a little bit impulsive in the past, a bit foolish. With some of you, yes, the communication is going to be very fast. You know, he's always on the move, the Knight of Swords, like I said. Travelling, passionate, fiery, you know, and a bit impulsive, you know. The Magician is about realising your potential, you know, tuning in with yourself, you know, your true, genuine self. Someone is manifesting a connection. Look at that, Two of Cups and the Lovers. This is a twin flame soulmate dynamic. That's what I feel. Two of Cups. Someone's craving union with someone. Look at that. See, again, water energy. Look, with some of you, I do feel this is a mutual thing, a mutual connection, and they don't want it to be over, and they're trying to manifest it. Look, they won't let you go. They want to take this leap of faith. Might want to go traveling, come and see you. Companionship, intimacy, passion, affection, love, balance. Look, we are one. We stand strong. We stand united. A powerful, strong bond that you have with someone. Look, they want to strengthen this bond. Look. See? Look, Two of Cups, union, drinking from the same cup. Look, two hearts, one soul. Yeah, somebody misses romance, somebody misses intimacy. Unfinished business, there we go. You're complementing each other. Look, you complete each other. Wow, the world just popped out. There we go. So there's unfinished business here. Okay, I feel everything is divine timing here. That's what I feel. Everything is divine timing. You know, you just go with the flow, let things unfold naturally, you know, and then it comes to you. Okay, so I do feel with a lot of you, this person, yes, it's going to take some time with some of you, okay, but the Star card is saying it's going to be worth the wait. Okay, this person, it's like you complete each other. Look, you are whole. Look, you are one. See, twin flames. Look, rebuilding bridges. Look, unfinished business. See, look, see, Tower moments need to happen because it puts things in perspective for you. You know, the pain, you know, the betrayal, the third party situations. This person wants to rebuild bridges. They want to put things right. They want a fair hearing. They just want a chance to do right by you, to be fair to you. Okay. They've served their karmic justice. They're full of regret. They're in deep emotional turmoil. They're in deep pain. Okay. They're genuinely sorry and they want to put things right. They didn't mean to put you in a third party situation. I always feel that when you're not happy in a situation and you're guided back towards someone else, that is fate and destiny, because you're not happy where you are, right? Yeah, just feeling whole again, you know, centering yourself. This is completion. Okay, this is the final outcome. Completion. Achieved, accomplished. You've achieved your goals. You're on top of the world. Look, you found your true self again. See, you found each other again. Look, yeah, you come out on top. Yeah, the world, the last major arcana in the deck, the world, and that is your final outcome there, Pisces. You complete each other. Look, see, you know, real love is painful. True love is painful. You know, you go through a lot of obstacles and challenges on your journey, and you know, if this is the case, but what brings you back together is fate and destiny. That's what brings you back together with someone, because it's meant to be. The universe has brought you back together. Look, see, fate and destiny. There will be a turnaround here. You know, someone is fed up of running. Yeah, They want to be fair to you in this situation. Yeah, they need to release that fear. You know, the fear. See? Someone's craving companionship, togetherness, intimacy, passion. You know, they've never had that with anyone, I feel. Whoever I'm tuning in with, whoever's energy this is, you know, someone wants to bring truth and clarity into a situation, but if there was a third party thing, it's because they needed clarity. It opens up your eyes to things, you know. It opens up your eyes. It puts things in perspective to what's most important, to what's closest to your heart. Yeah. You can see, you know, that someone is genuinely sorry here. You can see there's so much regret. The Star card is always hopeful. There's always hope. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, the universe has stepped in. It's a very sacred bond. You know, it's protected. It's an unbreakable bond. The way you entwined, look, entwined in each other, see? Yeah. It's beautiful. It's quite powerful. The way you're manifesting each other without even realizing. Okay? I read energies, Pisces, you know, and this looks mutual. This is, with some of you, this is, you're trying to manifest each other and you don't even realize, you know, how strong this bond is. You know, it's like no matter how much you run, how much you resist, how much you try to go to someone else, to distract yourself, to block out your feelings, you will always be brought back together with someone by fate and destiny. See? Nature's taking its course. The universe is working behind the scenes. So it's fated. Everything is divine timing now. Yeah? But these energies that I'm tuning into here, you know, it's like when you're together, nothing else matters. You know, no one else matters. You just feel complete. You feel whole. You can be your true, authentic self when you're with your twin flame. It's like looking in a mirror. You know? You know? It's the same person, version of you. And this person, you know, they're really showing their resilience here, and they're persevering. You know, they haven't let you go. They're holding on to you so tightly. Or vice versa. Trying to release that fear. They're trying so hard to release that fear. To reach out. Yeah? Yeah? Got the 6 of Wands here. 6 could be a significant number. June. Yeah? That they're trying to reach out, communicate, come in with their cup of love, right? But they're doing a lot of decision making, a lot of thinking. You know, also this person has a tendency to overthink a situation, right? And overanalyze and get themselves into sort of a frantic state of fear and worry and confusion and doubt, and then the fear kicks in again. See? With the throat chakra. Yeah? Especially when you haven't spoke to someone for a long time, you know, it's scary to reach out to them. It's nerve-wracking. You know? People do things and then they regret it. It's all part of life. People make mistakes. You know? But, you know, don't do self-sabotage. Don't punish yourself. All you can do is hope for the best and try to rebuild these bridges and do what's right. Be fair. You know? Justice will be done. Balance will be restored. Second chances. Yeah? Forgiveness. If you feel that you have to set a boundary, that's fine. That's your choice, right? But, you know, I can see, you know, that whoever it is that is trying to come back towards someone, they are genuinely sorry. They want to reach out, communicate, take action, come in with their cup of love. They haven't let you go. They're still hung up on you. They're still stuck on you. You know? It's like someone's grieving for someone. That's what I feel. If there's been any losses here, I'm so sorry to hear that, okay? But I do feel that it's a dark and stormy time for someone, you know? They miss someone, they're yearning for them, they're, you know, they're craving their attention. It's like a knife to the heart, you know? That's what they're afraid of, you know? They fear that they've lost someone and that someone's gone to someone else. You know, it's too late. Yeah? Very, very emotional, very overwhelmed with emotion. You know, someone that wears their heart on their sleeve sort of thing, you know. But as I said, what brings you back together with someone, you know, you just can't get away from someone, you're always brought back together. It's fate and destiny. Fate and destiny, that's what brings you together, back together. Yep. Because if you're dealing with someone from the past, and I think some of you are, if somebody was very closed off, non-committal, they didn't know what was happening, they were scared, they didn't understand their feelings, they kept running away, you know, they kept resisting, right? They go to other people to distract themselves. It didn't work, you know. They had a tower moment, they had a wake-up call, you know. Their heart lies with you, you know. Their true destiny is to be with you, and that is what's brought you back together. Fate and destiny. See, when fate and destiny is involved, that's it. There's nothing you can do. It's fated. You're going to keep getting brought back together with the same person, you know, until you realise that that is who you're meant to be with. No matter how much you try and resist it, fight it. I feel that this person who I'm tuning in with, they fight their feelings, they resist. Fighting it, and then they're finally just going to surrender and let go, you know, surrender to the divine, to the connection, you know. This is very similar to Libra's reading, so, you know, and there is air energy here, if that's of any significance to you guys, you know. Just finding that strength to reach out to someone, wow, that is really hard. Especially if you haven't spoken for a long time and you're very nervous, you know. But when fate and destiny are involved, that's it. Yep. It's divine timing now. It's divine timing. They will try and reach out and come in with their love offer. They will. But they need to release all this fear and ego. Yeah. Someone could be doing self-sabotage here as well. You know, also with some of you, you could be manifesting, you know, more money and abundance in your life because you've got a magician there, you know. Also, this is conjuring up things as well, such as an old twin flame, such as a connection, such as confidence, yeah. You're cooking up something, yeah. This is realizing that you have got the potential. Tuning in with yourself, connecting with yourself. I have the tools, I have the resources, you know. I can do it. Willpower, yeah. Being creative, giving birth to new ideas. The magician's very creative. You know, this is realizing, you know, that your potential, using your initiative, using your spiritual gifts. Yeah? Yeah? Very creative, multitasking, yeah? So to sum up, when fate and destiny is involved, that's it. There's nothing anyone can do. You'll just keep getting brought back together until you stop fighting it. Yeah? That is what has brought you back together, and this is the same with Libra's reading as well. Fate and destiny. Because that is who you're meant to be with. Look, that love, you know, that bond is so strong, you can't fight it. No matter how hard you try, you can't fight it. Yeah? That was quite a powerful reading, Pisces. So whoever this resonates with, that was powerful. honestly. I really tuned in, you know, to your person's fear, to their anxiety, to their worry, to their doubt, you know. They're sad. So whoever this resonates with, just know that what keeps bringing you back together is fate and destiny. Okay? And it is divine timing, you know. Yeah? But follow your heart. That's what I say to everyone. Follow your heart. That's all you can do, Pisces. However this resonates, whoever this resonates with, follow your heart. Okay? But it is fate and destiny that bring you back together with someone. Yeah? So I hope it was insightful for whoever this resonated with. Okay? I hope this helps. Let me know. Okay? If you want to follow me on social media, Instagram, you're more than welcome. If you're new, give me a like, give me a subscribe, join my channel, and yeah, and I'll see you again soon, Pisces, for some more readings. Take care, peace be with you, be safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, Pisces.